Talking about whales and our coasts, every year International Coastal Cleanup Day is celebrated by thousands of people in more than 100 countries around the world.
And now, as part of their good business journey, Woolworths supports and encourages environmental consciousness from a young age that can be cultivated among school children.
Now, if there's one thing we as South Africans can be very proud of, it is our beautiful, pristine beaches. I mean, when the summer's here and the temperatures are hot, this is where we like to spend most of our time, working on that iconic South African tan. But the reality is that many of these beaches are littered with rubbish and can be very harmful to marine conservation. But Woolies decided to get involved together with schools around Cape Town to come and make a difference here at Strandfontein Beach.
For Woolworths, International Coastal Cleanup Day is an opportunity to make a tangible difference in coastal conservation, as well as educate schools about the importance of keeping our marine ecosystems healthy.
Deirdre, what exactly is the role of Woolworths in today's beach cleanup?
Woolworths has always been a leader in sustainability, and we've always led the way in terms of getting schools to access resources, but also educational initiatives like the coastal cleanup that we're hosting today. The Woolworths Making a Difference educational program is part of our good business journey and is one of the ways that Woolies supports the upliftment of education in South Africa.
Why is it so important for a company like Woolies to not only educate the children around conserving our marine life, our beaches, but also paying it forward to our teachers?
We've incorporated a number of partners and they have come on board this year, and what they will be doing is they'll be doing beachfront exhibits where they will add additional awareness. So for instance, we've got WWF Sassy. They'll be speaking to our learners about sustainable fishing. We have Impact. They'll be speaking about recycling. And then lastly, we have the Marine Stewardship Council, and they'll be speaking about how we look after our water resources.
By partnering with these organizations, children get a big picture understanding of the various role players, including them in caring for our marine environments.
We love coming to the beach because it's a reminder of our beautiful country. It's just one of our many tourist attractions. It's a good opportunity for our learners. They are the ambassadors for our future environmental coastal cleanup programs, and it's good for them to be part of this, to also be taught the responsibilities, to take ownership, and to teach them the respect and love for the coastal lines as well.
We were taught a lot of things with recycling and cleaning up the beach. We started collecting papers and making it safer for the fish. It's a place where you also live. Making it cleaner, it also protects you and your family. It makes me feel proud of myself and very happy.
Leading the way in coastal conservation is WWF Sassy, who have a simple system to educate consumers in buying sustainable seafood.
Perhaps I think it's time that we get serious and put our oceans under a giant spotlight. What's the state of our oceans currently?
Our oceans are actually in a bit of a mess. We have tons and tons of plastic floating around our oceans. It's actually being found in most of our mammals, straws up turtles' noses. And then when we look at our fish stock, we're not any better there. So 89% of all of our commercial fish stock globally is actually overfished.
Now, just hearing those stats, it gives me a knot in my stomach, and I can only imagine why a day like today is very important.
Absolutely. It begins with awareness and with kids, showing them what we're doing and that we can fix it, and then hopefully it builds up into taking ownership for our natural resources, taking ownership that you actually respect it enough not to litter.
Now, talking about awareness, when it comes to sustainable fishing, the public going out to buy fish, what are some of the things that we need to keep in mind?
It's easy. It's a traffic light. Red, don't eat it. Orange, think twice. Green, go ahead, enjoy it. And those simple awareness systems actually make a difference in people's lives. If you know that actually if I just look on the app or I just look at my Sassy book, I'm making a difference in the long run of that fishery.
Another organization that promotes and supports sustainable fishing practices is Marine Stewardship Council.
Angela, talking a bit about the role of the Marine Stewardship Council, what is it exactly that you guys do, and why is it important for you to be involved in drives like these?
We are a global eco-labeling and certification program. Fisheries can actually demonstrate their sustainability or their sustainable fishing methods by actually being assessed against our standard, and then they can actually use MSC Eco-Label on the product that comes out of the fishery. We make it very easy for consumers to make a sustainable choice by just looking for the MSC Eco-Label on products, and this will tell them that it is traceable all the way back to a sustainable, well-managed fishery.
Whether you're buying sustainable seafood or removing litter from beaches, it's up to all of us to preserve our precious and beautiful coastal resources.